What is going on, guys? Disney Dan here. Welcome back into the channel and welcome to episode 32 of Disney Fiasco. Thank you guys so much for joining us on our Christmas special, episode number 32. So we're so happy that you guys have joined us here tonight. We've got a really amazing show today. We've got some special guests joining us today. We're going to have two streams, one stream after the other, Christmas and New Year's special, where we're going to have a few different YouTubers joining us for these amazing celebrations to end 2018. This week is our Christmas special. We've got some amazing people in the chat. We've got Cargo is here, Lisa, Juan Rodriguez, Isaac Nail, Caesar is here. Speaking of Caesar, we'll talk about the Keenans in just a minute. But we've got Brad here as well. But let me just say a big, massive welcome to the Disney Fiasco family. Thank you for joining us again. And let's start doing introductions first. Of course, you know her, you love her. It's Megan from Mickey's Magic. It's good to see you, Megan. Welcome back into the stream.
Thanks, Dan. I am excited to have more special guests. It's always very fun for us to have new people on the show, especially Jill. She's never been on the show before, but we've had Marisol before. And it's just so much fun to have this huge crowd of people here. And it's nice to celebrate Christmas with all of our Disney friends. So thanks so much for hosting this week again.
It's good to see you, Meg. And for her Disney Fiasco debut, we have Jill from Belle Southern's channel. Please go check out Belle Southern's YouTube channel. If a moderator could put that in the chat below, that'd be amazing. But it's so good to have Jill join us for our Christmas special. It's good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you, Dan. I'm so glad to be here. I'm truly honored to be part of Disney Fiasco episode 32.
It's really we've had a long time. We met in Walt Disney World with Jen from Earsom Emporium, and we kind of hit it off from there. And you've been a really great part of this community. So I was like, you know what? Let's have Jill on for our Christmas special, and it's really going to be awesome to have you. And also from this week, we also have Marisol from Our Disney Adventures. If you haven't checked out the stream we did 2 days ago, please go check it out, where me and Our Disney Adventures did an amazing kind of Christmas unboxing. But Marisol, welcome back to Disney Fiasco.
Thank you, Dan. Disney Fiasco is one of our very favorite shows, and we love joining you guys and all of you. It's so much fun to be part of the Ohana with our very own Little Mermaid, Red. Can't English today, like Cargo says. And Jill, and I'm so excited to be with you guys today. Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Fantastic. It's good to have you in here, and we are really excited to have you guys here as well. Corey Fiasco will also be joining us a little bit later on. He is actually in Disney's Hollywood Studios right now, so he will be joining us a little bit later as well. He's trying to find something. You know, Disney Wi-Fi can be a little bit crazy. Who have we got in the chat that's joined us as well? We've got John Usgeta Vlogs. We got Corey Meets World. How are you doing, Corey? Merry Christmas. Dakina is here as well. Craig's Robotics is here. Lots of really, really awesome people in the chat. Please make sure that we're sharing out the stream, liking and subscribing to the channel, and we're going to get on with Disney Fiasco episode number 32. Now, as this is our Christmas episode, we thought it'd be really fun to talk about our favorite Disney Christmassy things. Like, it could be anything, something to do with the parks, it could be something to do with movies or merchandise, and I'm actually just thinking them off the top of my head as we speak. But yeah, there's so, you know, Christmas is a couple of days away. We are super excited, and we are going to be doing that today. Now, if you've never come to Disney Fiasco before, this is how the show works. We go round the table and talk about our favorite things about Christmas and Disney, and we will have a nice conversation about this. Now, before we get started, just want to let everybody know that Our Disney Adventures will be going live at, I think it will be 8:30 Eastern Standard Time or 7:30 Central Time for Brohana, a new show that they'll be doing later today. Super excited for that. Resort TV 1, Jenna is live right now at Universal Studios, the other part round the corner from Disney, as well as Wishing Mouse is live from Epcot as well right now. So plenty of live streams, so please go check them out after you've seen Disney Fiasco. Fantastic. Right, that's all the plugs and introductions out the way, and let's get started with our show. So I'm going to go with, we're going to go from left to right, as you can see on the screen. We're going to start off with Jill, then Meg, and then Marisol, and we're going to go one at a time and talk about our favorite Disney Christmas things. All right, so Jill, this is your spotlight is on you.
All right.
You are number one of today. What is your first pick of the evening?
I'm going to say my first Christmas Disney thing would be Hollywood Studios. They have really upped their game on bringing the magic and the Christmas decor to Hollywood Studios. Now that they have the Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam show, it is incredible. The Snope on Sunset Boulevard is really nice. The Tower of Terror with all the spotlights on it and the shows that are on that as well. And this year I noticed they have a laser light that comes down over Sunset Boulevard, and it gives you, you can see the lasers inside the lights, really neat. And you can see the Snope even better. So it gave it a really cool effect. And it was definitely very different than Magic Kingdom. So they both have a different feel about them. So I really enjoy Hollywood Studios as my number 3.
And it's something that's really happened over the last couple of years, especially with, you know, all the changes that are coming to Hollywood Studios. And I think Hollywood Studios needed a little bit of a revamp, a little bit of like a push for more Halloween and Christmas things and festival things, because Epcot and Magic Kingdom certainly had their Christmassy stuff going. Animal Kingdom at that time was still only really a half-day park. So Hollywood Studios was at its peak, but still needed that Christmassy kind of feel to it. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam on all around Sunset Boulevard. You know, in using the Tower of Terror as kind of like the castle in Magic Kingdom, or just something that they can use for projections. It's fantastic.
Technical difficulties, right?
Yeah.
Well, stand by, guys. Maybe at one point Dan will become the ghost host as well, and this happens all the time with, oh, Dan's back now. Okay.
I'm back. So, Meg, what is your favorite thing about Hollywood Studios during the Christmas time?
You know, I've actually never been to Hollywood Studios during the Christmas time. So from the videos that I've seen, it definitely has to be the new Toy Story Land decorations. I think they did an incredible job on those. And yeah, I don't know too much else because I haven't been there during the holiday season. So definitely the Toy Story ones.
And I think certainly with, you know, with a lot of people filming and doing live streams from Hollywood Studios, as well as, you know, seeing lots of vlogs, you can actually see all these decorations, even though you've never been there in person. I haven't been to Hollywood Studios in person to see the Christmas decorations, but you just see what they've done to Toy Story Land, adding things to the characters on Slinky Dog Dash, and it's really, really, they've done a really great job with them. Marisol, what's your number one thing that you'd like at Hollywood Studios for Christmas?
Hollywood Studios has, it's no secret, it's one of my very favorite parks. And I was really upset that they took out the Osborne lights, but finding out that it was for Star Wars, I'm a little less upset. But they definitely, like Jill says, made up for it with the new Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, because it was so in capturing. And Jill, we just stood there forever, didn't we? And it was just so Christmassy. It was so in the spirit. Everyone was just looking around in wonder. It was really, really beautiful. And, you know, maybe the fact that we were just there makes such a big impact, but I can still like see the lasers and the Snope, like everyone says. I didn't choke on the Snope. A lot of people did choke on the Snope, but I was okay. And the good thing about that is that not only do you have Sunset Boulevard, but then you also have the evening show. And so I'd have to say, and I think, did you say it was number one, Dan? Because Hollywood Studios was definitely amazing and super incredibly Christmassy. I loved it.
Yeah, so this was Jill's number one pick. And we've got to say a quick hello to Kate Howard and just out and about. Hey, Dawn, what is going on? Really good to see you. Yeah, and I really love the fact that you brought up the Osborne Festival of Dancing Lights, because I think a lot of people now don't even know what that is. And for me, when I've only been to thinking about it, Hollywood Studios once when they did have the Osborne Festival of Dancing Lights, and that was the only thing that they had that was Christmassy. And if you've never seen it, please check back on YouTube for the Osborne Festival of Dancing Lights, because they literally decked out the streets of America with all these light bulbs, hundreds of thousands of light bulbs, and they made them all dance, and they were so pretty. And it's one of those memories that I have that will stick with me for such a long time. I really, really enjoyed it. We got Disney World Adventures here. Welcome. It's good to see you. So, Jill, that is a fantastic choice of Hollywood Studios. Meg, we are back to you. What is your first choice of the evening?
So for me, I just went pretty broad, and I just said the decorations in the parks in general. I have been very fortunate to have been there now this year and last year when they did the changeover between Halloween and Christmas, mostly because that's right around when my birthday is. And last year they put up the Christmas tree in Magic Kingdom on my birthday, which was super magical. And then this year they put it up on November 3rd, which is the day before my birthday. And so I always found that to be really magical. I think all the decorations in all the parks are really magical. Seeing so much video of it, the lights, all the wreaths, all the decorations is incredible. And I think that's probably the most magical thing in the parks during this time of the year is just, and how much, it's not even just in the parks, it's like in all the resorts. Like if you go into like the Grand Floridian, or if you go through any of the monorail resorts, like, oh my gosh, the amount of work that goes into it, and it's crazy. They have all of the gingerbread houses, all the Christmas trees, and like Disney Springs, and oh my gosh, so much stuff. All the decorations, incredible.
I've got a question. Were you looking at my list? Because that was my number one as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think when you think Christmas at Disney, you know, Magic Kingdom is the first thing you really think of. It is such a you know, Main Street USA, we did the show about Main Street USA and how beautiful it is and how, you know, how incredible it is. But I think it even just gets 10 times better when you see all these Christmas decorations with this incredibly tall Christmas tree. I remember going when a couple of years ago, I think it was maybe around 10 years ago, and they had garland going from one side of Main Street to the other, hanging up. Instead, now they've just got these like little like hooks. But I remember it going from one side to the other. Actually, if you go back on my channel, my very first or my second ever video, I think it's only maybe a 6-7 second clip, you will see the decorations on Main Street USA. And it just was so beautiful. And the way, you know, Disney, the Disney cast members can change from Halloween to Christmas overnight is incredible. And the decorations are just fantastic, and it really makes you feel like a kid even more than normal. Jill, what about Magic Kingdom? Tell us about why Main Street maybe speaks a lot to you during Christmas time.
You know, Dan, you're absolutely right. I remember when they had the swags over across the street, and it almost makes you feel like you're stepping into a Thomas Kincaid portrait. And I think if every city could deck the halls like they do, I think Christmas would be even more magical. And unfortunately, you have to go to Disney to be able to feel like you're in that magical, Christmassy, perfect town. So for me, it's like once you step in there, it's like stepping into a postcard, or, you know, somewhere you really would like to be all the time. That city that Walt wanted to show from his home, from being a young boy, his town he grew up in. So when I walk into Magic Kingdom, it's like welcome home, you know, and it's just happy, very happy. And at Christmas time, it's the best because it's really decked.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kay Atwood says, I love the way they decorate everything, but the Grand Floridian Magic Kingdom are the best. Joel Hockman is here. Joel Hockman, a good friend of mine. It's good to see you, my friend. Charlotte is here from Scotland. And the Yaya Chronicles are here. Hey, the Yaya Chronicles. It's good to see you too. Welcome. Marisol, what about you and how does your family react to Main Street and the Magic Kingdom decorations? Now, this was your first very Merry Christmas party, and I saw your family's amazing costumes and just where you live streamed on Main Street was absolutely amazing. I loved it. But what was that feeling that you had walking on Main Street during that time, during that celebration?
I have to admit that it felt like that was Christmas for me. Coming back home and still needing to do Christmas makes me feel a little bit like, well, we already did Christmas. That was Christmas. It was so amazing that if they would have had the toy soldiers and the polar bears walking around, I would have just died, because that would have just taken it over the top. That's one request. I like the way they have the toy soldiers, the green army men in Toy Story Land. I wish that they would do that with the Christmas, the nutcrackers around the park during Christmas time. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, is those soldiers. And I just think that we pretty much are in love with it, even though the crowds were not. It really was just one day that the crowds was bad. So it was perfect. And I know exactly what you mean, Meg, because you and I kind of share a birthday time. I'm at the end of October. And so I'm trying to get rid of the little munchkin. I'm sorry. And so I've seen it transform from Halloween to Christmas, and I just really can't fathom how they go through all of that work in one night, and the next day everything is Christmas. But one thing I'm experiencing, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, that Juan got to see. I missed it because I was over to the right looking at the fireworks. But he said if you stand behind the Christmas tree and watch the fireworks with the Christmas tree blocking the castle, he says it's a completely different experience. And now I want to do that. So I can't wait to do that next year. He said it was just really different, but definitely a must do. So I can't get enough of it. I could be there all day long, over and over again, and I will still ask Joe, say, let's get a picture. Let's get another picture. Look, there's another photo pass guy. So yeah, I'm that person that wants to stop at every photo pass person, because it's going to be a different picture. It's going to be a different angle. It's going to be a lifetime memory. And I just love Main Street. It's really, really beautiful. The front is my favorite.
And I think, yeah, with all the decorations, and like you said, with all the different picture ops and all the different locations that you can get an amazing picture, it just, there's certain memories that are going to last a lifetime, even if you're just taking all these different locations, different pictures, because these are your Christmas memories. And you're going to look back at a time when you maybe not at Disney for Christmas, and you'll be like, oh, that time where we spent Christmas at Disney is something really special. Hey, Johns, what is going on? It's good to see you, my friend. Welcome. So absolutely, Marisol, fantastic. And yeah, I would definitely agree with the decorations, especially on Main Street and Magic Kingdom as a whole. They do a really fantastic job, and a big shout out to those cast members who do the massive changeover from Halloween to Christmas in less than 12 hours. So absolutely fantastic. Marisol, this is your first pick. So what have you got for us?
My first pick.
Yeah. On your list.
Oh, for Disney Christmassy things?
Yeah.
I really just want to make it to where we could just watch different movies every day, different Christmas movies every day, and bake Christmas stuff every day. But unfortunately, we still have to work throughout December. So I found that my first pick would be, I want to be able to make more Christmas parties and have Juan and the boys there.
Nice. So Christmas parties at home, with family and friends. Is that the kind of thing that you are talking about?
It just goes by too fast, Dan. Like before we knew it, it's already 2 days before Christmas, and I need Christmas to last 2 months. So that's something that it's not enough time to do all the Christmassy things you'd like. There's still so many things that I didn't get to do this year, and I just wanted to make more lasting memories where we can just sit around together and do Disney movies, but Christmas Disney movies, which we've been trying to catch up with, and making like Disney shaped cookies and just Disney desserts and all that sort of thing. But really, I loved being at the park the most. And it was just thanks to Neil Patrick Harris for doing the candlelight procession that it all worked out.
So your first pick is having that Disney Christmassy presence with your family and spending time with your family, with Christmas and Disney as a one big thing that we all go to and something that we all celebrate with. That's your first pick I'm going with, yeah? And I think you're absolutely right. And just as a general thing, when especially as Disney fans that we have right now, Disney has become such a big factor for all of us. You know, we get our Disney ornaments, we get our Disney wreaths, we get so many different Disney Christmassy stuff that I won't spoil it for my choice, but you can actually get Disney push you to buy and to get all these Disney Christmassy things to deck your homes, to have that Christmassy feel. And you're absolutely right. And spending time with the family, watching Disney Christmas films, which we probably will be talking about a little bit later, it is something special. So spending Disney Christmas time with your family is fantastic, especially, you know, with a big family and maybe like me, a small family. I think that's the most important thing. Hey, Alex Downs, what is going on? It's good to see you. So, Belle, what about your family and what Disney Christmas impacts your family?
Well, this year was our second time to get to go to Disney around the holidays and to get to do the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And so since it was our second time, we kind of knew what to expect somewhat. And we knew what to look for and what to, you know, enjoy. And we did get a lot more cookies this year than we did last year. But that was just being with your family during that time. And like, we have a daughter, and showing her what Christmas could be like, you know, and how Disney has brought the magic, and how over the years, Christmas has gotten a lot bigger and more commercialized. And I think Magic Kingdom does a good job as far as in Main Street, you get the Christmas feel with all the decorations and everyone being merry and happy. So to me, that was something neat to share with her, that she got to see a different side, just other than the commercialism of shop, 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 you know, and not get the full family time, the meaning of, hey, we stopped. What's the real reason for Christmas? So go ahead.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think, you know, going to Disney World, you know, it is a family thing. You go with your family, but it kind of is enhanced a little bit more, you know, celebrating Christmas at Disney. Now, Meg, you said that you've never been to Disney during Christmas time. So what kind of Christmassy things do you do at home with your family? Is there like specific things that you do, like make Disney Christmas cookies? What kind of thing do you do?
So for my family, like, we haven't done anything specifically the last couple of years. Christmas, as wonderful and happy as it could be, it's a hard time for my family. So we tend to just spend time together. I'm the only person, maybe besides my mom, that really loves Disney in my family. So we don't do too much Disney stuff. But we do spend a lot of time together. We cook nice food. We we decorate the tree. I like to spend time with them. So that's really what we do.
And I think we're very similar, actually, because in my family, I'm the real big Disney, you know, enthusiast. My parents aren't so much into Disney as much as I am, and we don't really do a lot of Disney stuff over Christmas. But, you know, I still, you know, watch my Christmas movies. Obviously, I can't get to Disney World during Christmas, but I still get to watch my Disney Christmas movies. I get to have my Disney ornaments. I mean, my favorite ones are my Haunted Mansion Christmas ornaments. I love collecting those. Those are really fun. So it's just those small things. And I think, like you said, Marisol, it's all about family. And that's what it's all about, using Disney to bring your family together during this amazing time. Fantastic. Right, that was round one. I'm going to do my pick to complete round one. Please, guys, make sure we're hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and sharing out the stream. Corey hopefully will be on very, very shortly. But again, he is at Hollywood Studios right now, so connections can be a little wonky over there. So my first pick, well, my first pick was already taken by somebody, and it's okay. But I kind of literally just changed it last minute, but I'm going to stick with Magic Kingdom. And I'm going to talk about Magic Kingdom Christmassy experiences. So I'm kind of jumbling in like 3 or 4 into one. I've got to firstly talk about the Jingle Cruise. Now, I love the Jungle Cruise as an attraction. I could go on the Jungle Cruise for ages and ages and ages. It never gets old for me. But when I went on the Jingle Cruise back in 2011 or 2013, I can't remember which year it was, I really enjoyed it. I love how they've changed the attraction. It's like the Christmas overlay at Haunted Mansion in Disneyland, but with a Christmas overlay for Jungle Cruise. And I really enjoyed it. The Jingle Cruise has got a lot of great Christmas jokes, just a lot of fun. Same with the Ye Olde Christmas Shop. I love the Ye Olde Christmas Shop. Just the fact that you can go in there in the middle of summer and it's completely just feels like it's Christmas. The cinnamon is coming throughout the shop. It's really lovely. It's a lovely shop there. And then I think we'll leave Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party for somebody else. But just adding a little bit of Christmassy experiences throughout the park. So like the Jingle Cruise, like the Ye Olde Christmas Shop, like all the Disney food that you can get that's all Christmassy. Obviously, it's my first pick. We're talking about food already. But yeah, just the different experiences that you can have with with Christmas. So I would say Jingle Cruise was the main one in that pick. But yeah, so that's my pick. Have you guys ever done the Jingle Cruise or seen the Jingle Cruise through YouTubers? Let's go with Jill.
Yes, I have seen it, and it is really neat. I like how they changed the names of the boats, and how even they have like a little box with a tarantula in it on the docks, and he has like a little Christmas hat on, and so they really overlay, like you say, the whole Christmas theme onto the cruise, and it's very fun.
It is fun. Meg, the Ye Olde Christmas Shop. You fan or just love walking through there?
Yeah, I actually, not necessarily for the Christmas items, but I tend to find really good pin traders in there. And I'm very familiar with the shop because whenever I'd wait for Jack and Sally for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, I was right there, and I would ask my dad to save my place or my mom to save my place, and I'd go and cool off in there and I'd look at Christmas stuff, and I'd look to trade pins. And I don't think I've ever bought anything in there, but like I said, I've traded lots of pins in there. I always tend to find really good pins in there.
Awesome. Yeah, so big pin trading tip right there. So definitely for sure. And Marisol, what about Disney experiences, Disney Christmas experiences, like the Jingle Cruise and the Ye Olde Christmas Shop? What do you like about those?
My favorite thing really is that they put so much thought into the detail. Like when I go on the Jingle Cruise, normally I'm the loudest one laughing. I laugh louder than everybody else, which my family's always like, lady, calm down. But the Ye Olde Christmas Shop is something we have to stop in every time we go. We look and look and look and say that one would be nice and that one would be nice. But we've never bought any of the ornaments either because they kind of get destroyed here. So if we ever did buy the ornaments, they'd probably stay in the box and get put into a nicer area. But the Ye Olde Christmas Shop, because I love Christmas so much, always makes me feel like, I don't know, Christmas it just brings that magical feeling. And you're right, Dan, what you said about going to Disney when it's not Christmas, whether it's as magical. I don't know. I hope so. I wonder if it's just going to make every trip that much more special going now in Christmas, because that's when we were able to go with Jill and Caesar and Mitch and Kevin, and just everybody was there. We met everyone during the Christmas time. But the most magical thing was, and we appreciate it so much. Jill surprised us and took us to the Christmas party. between she and Tanya, that crazy Disney lady. And we had never thought we would ever go there. So talk about yield Christmas shop fading in the distance for 1 second. But I love that store. And if I could, you know, get $500 unlimited spending, don't look back, I would buy every Christmas ornament in there and have a Disney Christmas tree, because that's what I would love to have, is a Disney Christmas tree.
Awesome. Steve's World is here. What is up, Steve? It's really good to see you, my friend. So yeah, so if you guys really enjoy Christmas and it's not the Christmas season, you guys need to check out the Ye Olde Christmas shop. It's such a really great place just to calm and cool down, lots of air conditioning. And what I really like about this shop is if you are the first family in the Ye Olde Christmas shop of the day, you'll be able to decorate the Christmas tree that's in there, and you'll be able to sign it. So if you guys want to take part in that, please, I highly recommend doing that. Kids love it, even if it's in the middle of July or in April, whatever, you know, and you want to get your Christmas fix. Please go to the Ye Olde Christmas shop and take your family there. And it's such a fun little shop in Liberty Square. Hey, Timothy Rainwaters, the Rainwaters are here. It's so good to see you. Welcome in. Right, we are on round 2. So please make sure we're hitting that like and subscribing to the channels. So round 2, Jill, where are we going for round 2?
Well, I have to go to the merchandise and food.
Yes.
Yeah. I love to see, I guess usually after Halloween, they change it over and they do that miraculous 12 hours of work and make Magic Kingdom even more magical. They put out the merch. And to see what the new t-shirts are going to be and what the new houseware stuff is going to be, the new aprons, the new throws, the pillows, I mean, you name it, I love it. And so to me, that's exciting just to get to say, hey, this is the official start of Christmas decorating, and they have a great way of bringing about the holiday spirit in a lot of things that they put out to purchase for Christmas. So that would be my next vote, is just seeing all that Christmas merch and what new ideas they've come up with, and what's the new spirit jersey, and what's the most everyone has to have thing from Christmas that makes it just, I gotta have it. That's so magical. So merch. Disney merch, Christmas merch would be my.
I love it. I love it. And I think what Disney does so well is their merchandise. Yes, it may be a little bit expensive. Yes, it's something that, you know, people are like, oh, do I need it? Do I not need it? Mostly like you need it because it's so cute or whatever it is. And, you know, what they do with these festival like merchandise, whether it's Halloween or Christmas or Easter, they do such an amazing job. And even if they do have the Ye Olde Christmas shop, they still bring out new merch for that particular year. And I absolutely think it's amazing. You go to the Emporium and it's all decked out in Christmas things. Same with the World of Disney and Disney Springs. Just an amazing collection of new merch just designed for Christmas. And yeah, I completely agree. And it's already difficult for me when I go in August or wherever to not buy just regular Disney merchandise. But when it comes to like Halloween or Christmas, it gets very tough, very, very tough. But I love that pick. What is something, Meg, that you have bought or maybe have got given that's something Christmassy Disney related, if it's something Disney merch in terms of Christmas? Maybe it's a pin. What is it?
Oh yeah, I mean, most of my pin collection, or a huge part of my pin collection, is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
But then I also, in my subscription box for Bibbidi Bobbidi Boxes, I got this Nordic mini. I got it, and so she's really cute. And I have Zero, and I got Jack, and like my plushies, and I have lots of Disney Christmas ornaments from when I was a kid, and just, I totally agree with everything Jill said. They always come out with really amazing designs. Like I said earlier, I'm not as much into Christmas as I would be, say, Halloween. So Halloween is more so my weakness when it comes to the new merchandise, but they always do come out with really amazing things. But really, Nightmare Before Christmas themed stuff, I could buy for Halloween or for Christmas. So it goes both ways.
So yeah, you're kind of like taking two birds with one stone right there. So if it's Halloween or Christmas, because you're probably the biggest Nightmare Before Christmas fan that I know. and it just your collection is fantastic, and everything that relates to maybe Jack being Santa, or just the presents, and lots of, and especially the pins. The Nightmare Before Christmas pins, like you said, are just fantastic, and they really are a great kind of Christmas / Halloween present. So yeah, absolutely. And Marisol, one of clearly some Disney merch that you're rocking right now, and lots of stuff in your background that is Disney merch as well. But what is maybe something that your family really gravitate towards in terms of Disney merchandise?
Sorry, we're trying to get Justin upstairs. These ears are right from the Osborne Light Street from Hollywood Studios.
Wow.
And thanks to Mandy that I was able to purchase them, because I usually say no to the merch because we have been collecting merch for 10 years now, and we have a lot in boxes and brand new that I've never let anyone touch or play with. So we have merch, we have ears. So I don't like to repurchase things, but we didn't have Christmas ears at the time. And Mandy pushed and pushed and pushed for them. And now I'm just so glad that I did listen to her that year, because that makes it actually very, very special. I love these, and they have their Jingle Bell, and Juan has the Santa hat ears. So he won't wear them.
And yeah, absolutely. And I love the fact those ears are a little bit more retro, and I really like how, you know, and like I'm with you, and I'm sure with a lot everyone else, I don't let anybody touch my Disney merch. Like, it's something like, you do not touch my pins, you don't touch anything, because I don't want it to break. You're not allowed to touch it. I will clean it up. It's mine. Disney World Adventure says, gotta get going. Awesome stream as always. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a magical night. See you real soon. Thank you, Disney World Adventure, for stopping by. You're really awesome, and Merry Christmas. Corey Meets World says, I love the music in the parks at Christmas time. It changes the entire feel of the parks. You know, Corey, you are hitting the nail on the head, and just the whole atmosphere does change. And we spoke a little bit about Disney songs last week, and you know, having some nice Christmas tunes being played on Main Street or throughout World Showcase and Epcot, you know, it makes you, you know, although you're in Disney, it does set the tone. There's a bit of a music pun there because we're talking about music. It does set the tone of getting you into the Christmas spirit. So yeah, absolutely, Corey. I couldn't agree with you more. So wait, what? Meg likes Night Before Christmas? I did not know, says Disney World Adventures. Fantastic, love that pick. Awesome. So Meg, we are back to you. What is your second pick?
So I'm gonna head over to Disneyland. While I've never ridden it, I've seen lots of video. It's something that's on my Disney bucket list. I think everyone can guess it, probably. We're talking about Haunted Mansion Holiday. And if there's one thing I love more than the Haunted Mansion itself, is combining the Haunted Mansion with the Nightmare Before Christmas. It's something that I've always wanted to do. Hopefully in the future I'll get to do it, but I think having that overlay of the Nightmare Before Christmas on the Haunted Mansion is incredible. I think they do an unbelievable job decorating the outside, the inside, setting the mood of this is Halloween or this is Christmas. They leave it up from September to December or the beginning of January, and it's just really incredible. So hopefully one day I'll get to go, but that I made that second because it's my favorite ride and my favorite Haunted Mansion. We knew you would say that. Yeah, it has to be Haunted Mansion Holiday because it's so special. Yeah.
I deliberately left Nightmare Before Christmas and the Haunted Mansion overlay off my list because I knew that you were going to put it on there. And let's just I love that pick. And let's just talk about the Nightmare Before Christmas as a movie for this, because I think out of all the Disney movies that are out there that are Christmassy, I would arguably say that The Nightmare Before Christmas is probably the most popular. You know, you do have Mickey's Christmas Carol or Muppet's Christmas Carol, which I'm sure we'll talk about. But The Nightmare Before Christmas is so popular, and you know, it runs. If you think about it, his kind of year is from August, from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, right through till December. That is a lot of months of Jack and Sally. And it really is a wonderful, wonderful movie. For me, it's kind of like I see it on Halloween, I watch it in between Halloween and Christmas, and then I watch it on Christmas because it's just a perfectly balanced film between these two holidays. So let's go with Jill. What do you like The Night Before Christmas? Do you watch it every year? What kind of things do you like about the movie? Favorite scene?
Okay, I have a huge confession to make, and I don't know what Meg's going to say, but I have never seen it.
Wait, Meg, we need to have a Home Alone like scream like.
I know of it and I know about it, but I have never seen the movie, so it's on my to-do list. I promise.
That is, there are. No.
We're going to watch it right now.
I think Meg is slowly going a bit crazy, how Meg got crazy a couple of nights ago when I was on Rob Fuzz's stream.
Iron Man 3 is not a Christmas movie.
Look, I think it's not the end of the world if people haven't seen The Night Before Christmas. I think it's a very enjoyable, watchable film, and it's got lots of heart despite how creepy everything looks. It's got quite a lovable kind of feel about it. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it. I would like Meg to summarize The Nightmare Before Christmas and why is it so Christmassy.
So for a synopsis of The Nightmare Before Christmas, for people who haven't seen it, is you have Halloween Town, where Jack is the mayor, basically, and they do a celebration on Halloween every year, and that's what they prepare for. It's almost like us preparing for a birthday or for Christmas every year. So that's their big celebration. That's what they work towards all year. And he starts to get bored of it, and he's like, there's so much more for me to do. And so he's wandering in the forest with Zero, and he ends up finding all these trees that are different holidays, and he opens the door to one of the trees, and he falls into Christmas Town, and he falls in love with Christmas Town, and he then decides that he wants to bring Christmas Town to Halloween Town to liven it up. And so he starts to have everyone prepare for Christmas, and then things go wrong, and they steal Santa Claus, and they kidnap him, and there's so much that goes on. But I really love that movie. It was the first movie I had ever seen, ever. I don't remember it, but my mom has video of me. The day I came home from the hospital after I was born, there's a video of my brother holding me as a baby, and they put on The Nightmare Before Christmas. You could hear the sound in the background, and I always felt a really special connection. I always really loved Tim Burton's animation. I love all the music. Danny Elfman did an unbelievable job, and I just always really loved stop motion animation, so I was always really intrigued for that. And yeah, Zero is one of my favorite characters in all of Disney, so he's really special, and I love that movie. It's totally okay if you guys haven't seen it. I know a lot of people don't. It's a really short movie. It's only a little bit over an hour. It's not like a 2-hour movie or 2.5-hour movie. It's like just a little bit over an hour. So it's so easy to watch. It's really enjoyable. They have amazing music, and just like when I say the animation is incredible, the animation is just so unbelievable. And it's 25 years old this year. So yeah.
Absolutely. And guys, you need to pick up the Blu-ray because it looks absolutely amazing on Blu-ray. And that's a really great synopsis of The Night Before Christmas. It's such a lovely story, despite how crazy it might be and how weird it looks, especially with the stop motion. I think it's just a beautifully done film. And yeah, Jill, it's going to be something that you got to do, I'm afraid.
I will.
And Marisol, has your family seen it? Are you a Nightmare Before Christmas fan?
Yeah, I have something to say, okay, about that. Because 25 years ago, when I was, a teenager, which is older than you guys, it was an amazing movie. I loved it so much, but it didn't have what it has now. And I feel almost jealous of all of the new merch that came out, because if they had done that the year it came out, I would have had, I mean, that's probably what I would have worn half the time. I mean, I am so jealous that I couldn't have all of that awesome gear for high school. And I just love The Nightmare Before Christmas so much. I think I was a little bit jealous of Jack finding something new that made his heart feel so alive again. That was really exciting for me that he's, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, yeah.
And so I just wanted to make sure that my kids did get to see it, that they got to appreciate it. They love it, very, very much so. And if they see something Nightmare Before Christmas-y, they'll make sure to show it to me, like, Mom, look at this, you know, and we have that now. I really enjoy it. I really love it. It took me a little bit to show it to them because I actually didn't get my hands on it. And I think it's sort of new now that it's gotten so popular again, it's everywhere. So it was on Netflix, I think, for a while. And then I think I found the VHS of it. I want to say I found the VHS of The Nightmare Before Christmas. And I just love that movie, but it's something that I think it wasn't appreciated the way it should have been when it first came out. But now, 25 years later, it's got it and we're good. So I love that movie.
Fantastic. And it is a fantastic movie, and yeah, it is pretty much a cult following film now. You know, I think it's kind of like what made Hot Topic a thing. You know, Hot Topic is like one of the most popular, like, not geek shops, but like cult following, like Marvel and comic book cult following.
It didn't used to be that way though, because I remember when I was a kid, it was only like metal bands, only music, and then all of a sudden, within the last 5 or 10 years or something, it started to pick up more pop culture things. And so now it's just pop culture like threw up on it. There's like no music very like at all anymore. And so it's just like movies, TV, Harry Potter, like the Disney. I mean, it's good for us too, but it's not like what it used to be.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, that when I was younger and I was a kid and I was looking for something, there was nothing unless you were going to make your own t-shirt or your own merch. There was very little available. So now there's so much, and I'm glad that this generation, or that we all get to enjoy it now at this point in time. But you're right, Meg, it was not always like that.
Fantastic. Awesome pick. Love it. Amy Scott says, I had the VHS too. Our Disney Adventures, I also have the original figures. That's awesome. Really awesome pick, Meg. And it's that Haunted Mansion overlay. It's got to happen. If I could, I'd fly out right now and do it. Right, Marisol, we are back to you for round number 2. What is your next pick?
My next pick is I would like to get next year. I really want to get everybody to the Christmas party. And I want us to all experience it, maybe even multiple times, because Jill and I were talking about, we vote that Disney not make the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party a half-day event. It needs to be an all-day event. Otherwise, you only get to do 1/4 of the things. Right, Jill? We had more things we wanted to do. It's like either you meet the characters, or you get the cookies, or you get the parade and the fireworks. There's no way you can do all of it in just that one night. And it was such an experience for the girls and I that's my number 2 pick, is I want to get everybody to it. And I'm talking, I mean, my mom and dad are not Disney either, or my brothers, but I would love it if I could somehow talk everyone into going. But that is a little far-fetched, but at least my 7, I would like to go next year again. So.
Well, let's talk about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and I think what could be really good is obviously Meg has experienced the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party the same as me. It kind of is a similar thing, because let's be honest, these festivals, these events, there is no way you can do everything. It really is not possible. There's so much that you can do. I mean, for Mickey's Not So Scary, which I did last year, there was so much that we couldn't do everything. I didn't meet any characters during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, but I did see all the fireworks shows, I saw the parades, and I got on all the rides that I wanted to, but I had to lose out seeing all these amazing characters. And that's probably a similar thing at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, because again, there's so much to do. You know, there's trick or treating for Halloween, there's getting the cookies and and the hot cocoa at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. You know, you have to spend maybe 2, maybe even 3 times going to see everything, and that's what Disney is so clever about. They just want you to stay longer and do more things because there's so much for you to do. That you know, you want to do everything but you can't. So so let's go back through and Jill, your experiences at Christmas with the very merry Christmas party, and what are your maybe top things to do?
Okay. Like Marisol was saying, that is the fastest 4 hours you'll ever spend in your life. And unless you have a strategic plan, and I'm talking like you have to be like a drill sergeant to hit each point at each certain amount of time and say, okay, we have 5 minutes here, we have to get across here, and lay out a plan, and then you find yourself not enjoying it as much. But there is absolutely no way to do it all in one 4 hour time period. But to witness the fireworks show was the most. I've seen a lot of fireworks shows, and that one last year we got to be right in front of the castle when we watched it, and it was unbelievable. I mean, they had the little spinning things of the fireworks on the castle, and it was just had all the extras. I was like, that's amazing. The extras that you get when you buy the ticket that you don't get going to the parks on a regular day really make up for the price of the ticket, even though you wish you could go quite more often than finances allow sometimes. But the Christmas cookies and seeing all the characters that are out that are not always out. But we too have not been able to get in the character lines because we're so busy trying to get all the other stuff seen and done. And we don't ride any of the rides because we're so busy trying to do the extra stuff that is just party related. So, but the Christmas parade, the toy soldiers, I mean, every part of that parade is just magical. The toy soldiers are fantastic. They're beautiful to see them in person. The colors of them, the way they shine, to hear their feet bouncing on the pavement. It just, and the music, it really does set the mood, and it makes everyone so happy. And so it is something that I would recommend everyone. If you have an opportunity to go. You will enjoy it.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Now, Meg, I know you need to head off really soon, but I just want to just quickly get your opinion, your maybe strategies on these events. Obviously, it'll be more Halloween party related, but what would it be more going to do the special things or taking advantage of the rides? What maybe after that, maybe do your final pick and do a run through and maybe some plugs before you head off in a minute. So what is your take on these special events?
I mean, I don't think it's any surprise that I talk about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party a lot. It's definitely my favorite thing of the entire year. I've never been to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I've never been during the holiday season, so it's hard for me to get there if I'm not there. But the way that the special ticketed events work, I have been to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party 5 times now. And the one thing I do have to say is you should get there early. They've been letting in for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. They let DVC members in at 2 o'clock, and they let everyone else in for the party at 4 o'clock, and the party doesn't start till 7. So, for instance, if you want to meet Jack and Sally, you get there at 4 o'clock. They start meeting at 5. You get done with their line, and same thing with Seven Dwarves. They start meeting at 6:15. You finish the line. You go do your party stuff. I would not waste time on rides. For me personally, I have an annual pass that makes no sense whatsoever. I can go to the park any day I want. I mean, it's hard because I live in a different state, but for me, going to the parties is about doing the special things. So whether, like I said, I don't know too much about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, but I do like meeting the special characters. So the characters are always a priority for me. I would always suggest seeing the second parade. Most people leave after the fireworks, and the second parade is after the fireworks. So I would definitely do that. Go to do your treats, like whether trick-or-treating or getting cookies, after so many people have left, because all these little kids, they're gonna be tired after being in the park all day. Some people do an entire park day and then go to the party, which is crazy to me, but you can get in early, get your treats at the end, because then they give you more and they're just like, get rid of this, get rid of that. I don't know. It depends on what you guys like doing. I wouldn't wait. I mean, you don't have a very long wait time if you're waiting for rides. But for me, I would not spend my party time. I'm already paying a lot for my party ticket, and I wouldn't waste time on doing rides when I could do all these other special events.
Really, really great tips right there. And you're right. And, you know, you don't want to waste any time, and you want to be there as soon as the party starts, getting into those character lines as soon as you can, because those character lines can go for hours. I am not even kidding you. They are there for hours. So maybe try and avoid going on those rides and spending more time maybe going to see those characters. Now, quickly, Meg, what is your last pick? And then maybe just run through your list before we sadly have to leave you.
I did Disney Christmas pins, of course. I think my Nightmare Before Christmas pins are some of my most prized possessions in my Disney collection, and I love when they come out with new pins, especially this year when they came out with the 25th anniversary pins. It's always fun to see the new Christmas pins when they come out, and I know we were talking about merchandise, but this is probably my favorite thing to get when I'm shopping for Christmas stuff for Disney.
Nice. And the Christmas pins are amazing, and if you are not a Disney pin guy or girl, that's okay. There's so many other Disney Christmas merch, but for all you pin fanatics out there, there are such great pins during that season. So do you want to quickly run through your list one more time and then do some plugs before you head out?
Okay, so I ended up putting 8 things on my list. I'll just go through really quickly. So number 1, the decorations. Number 2, Haunted Mansion Holiday. Number 3, the Disney pins. Number 4, Christmas ornaments. Number 5, Disney ears or sweaters. Number 6, Christmas cards from my Disney friends, which is what I got this year. Really, really made my whole month. It was incredible. Number 7, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and number 8, doing my Christmas Disney DIYs, and I love doing those. So that's always really fun for me. And I don't know, Dan, if we're going live tomorrow. I guess we'll see. We'll play it by ear, but I'm just finishing out Vlogmas. I still have a lot of videos if you guys need to catch up on some. I totally understand there's so many people doing Vlogmas this year. I have 3 more days now. So I'm actually really proud of myself for getting through it. So many other amazing people in here are doing Vlogmas. And I still have my giveaway going on. So if you guys are interested, go find the video about my giveaway and just like sign up through the link, and then you could win. So thank you guys so much for having me. I hope everyone has a really magical Christmas. I hope to see some people tomorrow if we end up doing the live stream. But thank you once again, Dan and Marisol and Jill, for having me here, and for our guests for being here. And thanks everyone, and have a really wonderful Christmas.
You absolutely are welcome. It's so good to see you, and thank you so much for joining us again this week. And I hope you have a really magical Christmas as well. Please, guys, please go check out my partner channel, Mickey's Magic. She's absolutely awesome. She's absolutely killing it on YouTube. An amazing, incredible month for her, and she did a fantastic job with Vlogmas. So please, please, please go check out Meg's channel for some amazing Disney content. So thank you so much, Meg, and I will see you hopefully next week.
Thanks.
Or maybe tomorrow.
I'll see you guys either tomorrow or someday. So
all right.
Bye, everyone.
We hope to see you tomorrow, Meg.
All right, so thank you, Megan from Mickey's Magic. We got Corey here, Corey Meets Wild. We got Cargo, Samantha Paxton is here, Charlotte's here, just out about her, Amy Scott is here. We are still not finished, guys. We're going to still be on here for a little bit longer, but unfortunately, Megan had to head out, but it was good to see her as usual. We are on my second pick, and my second pick especially is something that, if you can't get to Disney, my number 2 pick would be to watch some Disney movies. Now, Disney Christmas movies are something very, very special compared to what you would normally watch during the year. Now, so what I've done, I've put a mini list, a sub list together of my favorite Disney Christmas movies. Now, I just want to give a massive shout out to my Power Channel, Rob Fuzz. He did a pub talk where I was on there talking about my favorite Christmas movies. One of them was Iron Man 3, which is another story for another time. But I've chosen my Disney Christmas movies. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll just quickly run through them, and then I'm going to ask Jill and Marisol for maybe their favorite Disney Christmas movie. So I have Frozen. I mean, Frozen is a movie that I think needs no explanation of why it's Christmassy, because of the snow and the setting and just the way it's interacted with a snowman and a reindeer. Come on, it's a Christmas movie. The Nightmare Before Christmas, which we already discussed. Muppets Christmas Carol and Mickey's Christmas Carol, two very amazing Christmas Carol movies. I would say The Santa Claus is a great Christmas movie as well. And then some obscure ones, Snow Buddies and Santa Buddies. That's about the dogs exploring snow and Christmas. A very obscure Disney live action movie called One Magic Christmas, released in 1985, and it's about a daughter who's trying to inspire her mother to be more Christmassy and more into Christmas. And my final pick is a very surprising one, and it's called Lilo and Stitch. Now, let me explain why I've chosen Lilo and Stitch. It's because though there is no Christmas at all, pretty much, in this movie, Lilo and Stitch is all about what we talk about a lot, and that's Ohana, and it's all about family. And this is the time of year when you are meant to be with family. And I think Lilo and Stitch, though it's not considered a Christmas movie, it's a movie that I feel does embody Christmas, and it does embody family, and you love to be with family. And imagine, guys, not everywhere in the world has it cold for Christmas. There are these places that it is very hot for Christmas, and I think Lilo and Stitch is a great, in my opinion, Christmas movie, because it does talk about your family and how important it is. So Carla says, Disney Dan, OMG, One Magic Christmas is one of my faves. No one ever knows what it is. Yeah, oh, it's a great movie. I only found it last year. It was really, really good. Awesome. So Jill, what is your favorite Disney Christmas movie?
I have to go with a classic, which is Mickey's Christmas Carol. To me, it's kind of starts out with the world as far as how everybody kind of gets crusty and hard and really lose the true meaning of family and value and kindredness. And there, Scrooge McDuck learns a good lesson, and he learns not to take things for granted, and that there's a lot more things out there than money. And so, like we've experienced it ourselves, just meeting everyone in this community that we've had the opportunity to meet. And it's not just because we share the same likes and we love Disney and everything. That has brought us closer and has brought us together. But then we have a more common bond than we actually ever realized. And who would have known that Disney would have brought us together like that? And so, like you said, Dan, Ohana has a whole new meaning. It meant family before, but now it's just exemplified even to a larger degree for us from this community that we have here. I also enjoy The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I think that's a fun movie. I think you said that as well. And just anything that reminds us of slow down, take time with your family, and cherish the moments that are there. Don't let them run past you, and don't blink. Don't miss them, because they are there, and you have to just seize them and enjoy them. And the best thing to do is slow down. And that's what it's really all about.
Absolutely. And you're absolutely right. It's all about slowing down with your family, watching these Disney movies, which just really speak to your family. We got Donna, hey Donna, it's so good to see you. Welcome into the stream. Mirs and the Mouse is here, and Corey Meets Well says Jingle All the Way, which is 20th Century Fox, so technically it's Disney now. Now, Jingle All the Way is got one of my favorite actors in it, although he's not really a great actor, and that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jingle All the Way is a really entertaining movie. It has the very iconic Arnold quote called "Put the cookie down," and it is a fun movie. So if you guys haven't seen Jingle All the Way, please check out Jingle All the Way. Technically, it's a Disney film now, but yeah, Mickey's Christmas Carol absolutely is one that I think people gravitate to a lot because obviously it has Mickey and Scrooge McDuck and all those classic Fab Five characters. Marisol, what about you and your family? What is the go-to Disney movie with you? Oh, we can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Okay.
There we
One of
go.
our favorite movies to watch, and I know it's not Disney, but Elf is one that plays a lot in our family, and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Those play a lot here. But last night we were watching Santa Buddies, and the boys love Santa Buddies. The Nightmare Before Christmas, we do love that movie very much, again, because it just reminds me of how nice it is. Can you imagine, about Christmas for the very first time?
Yeah.
Like Jack does, and he's so excited. So I love that, and I live it through watching him getting so excited. But the Santa Claus is one that really does matter a lot to me because of how, it's just like you say, everybody's running. I gotta buy this, and that's the same thing as the beginning of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. It's like we don't slow down enough to spend the actual time together in real celebration of the season and the moment. And before you know it, it's flown by. So now we have, 2 days left before it's here.
Yeah.
And I just wish I could pause time so that we could watch 20 movies tonight.
Absolutely. And we're going to say a big hello to Pusa Studios. Hi, Disney Daniel panel, and hi to all in the chat. Cheers from Montreal. Well, it's good to see you, Pusa Studios. Thank you for stopping by into the channel. And if you guys didn't check out Rob Fuzz's stream, you'll know my opinions on Elf. I'm not going to spoil it, so please go watch Pub Talk on Rob Fuzz's channel about my opinions on Elf, the movie. But yeah, such great choices. My Nightmare Before Christmas, absolutely. Santa Buddies, for sure. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the original Grinch Who Stole Christmas, maybe not the Jim Carrey version. But yeah, such great picks. And again, really, really, really awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Now, I would say the one pick that I would recommend people watching, if you want to watch a great Christmas movie, I would say Muppets Christmas Carol is a really great movie around for Christmas. So I would definitely check out Muppets Christmas Carol and The Nightmare Before Christmas, which we have spoken about earlier. So guys, we're coming to the end of Disney Fiasco episode number 32. Unfortunately, Corey could not make it into the stream this evening, but we did have Megan from Mickey's Magic here as well. So make sure we're hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. And what we're going to do now, we're going to go back through our lists, talking about our first, second, and thirds, and maybe some honorable mentions as well. Just have a little bit of a rundown. Samantha Paxton says, Babes in Toyland, The Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3, I'll Be Home for Christmas, The Ultimate Christmas, Mickey's Christmas Carol, The Muppets Christmas Carol, and Christmas Carol, The Night Before Christmas. I mean, that sounds like a great Christmas marathon. I mean, all you need now is a cup of hot cocoa and some cookies. I'm all good with that. So if you guys want to run through your lists and then maybe do some plugs, and we'll finish off there. So we'll start off with Jill, who is our person debuting onto Disney Fiasco this evening. So thank you for stopping by, and please just talk about your channel and the list that you did today.
Okay. Well, Dan, I want to thank you and Meg and Corey for having me on. It has been a very big thing for me and my channel to be able to spend this time with y'all, and I am very humbled and very thankful for this opportunity. Number 3 on my list was Hollywood Studios and the Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. show. That is very neat. We were able to see it last year, and Sunset Boulevard was very magical with all the lasers and the lights on the Tower of Terror. And this year, believe it or not, I think it was even better. They had this certain laser beam that would come down over the top, and it would just light up all the other lasers in there with it. And the Snoke was even, you could see it better. And it was just like Marisol said, you just stood around in awe and looked at it and took it in. And it was like being in another world, but not, you know, it was like you were truly enveloped in all the magic. My number 2 was merchandise. I absolutely love seeing all the Christmas merchandise that comes out. The shirts, the housewares, the little whatnots for to decorate with your house. So it kind of kicks off the season for me. It's like, what's the new print? What's the new Disney shirts going to look like this year? What's the new cute things that we just have to have? And I do agree, Dan, it is expensive, so you have to pick wisely, right? And my number 1 was spending time with family during Christmas and having this new family. I actually have spent more time and had more time with my Ohana through this community than I've had with a lot of my real blood family members. So I have met a lot of special people, and they have really claimed special places in my heart and have changed our lives. And I am truly thankful for that. But one other thing, like I guess like an honorable mention, this was our first time to be at Disney late enough in the holiday season that all the Christmas trees were up in the resorts. And it was fantastic. We were able to go to the Grand Floridian and see their tree or multiple trees. And we were able to go to Wilderness Lodge and see their tree. And it was just, I don't know how Disney does it, but it's like each location is its own magical place. And no one copies anyone, even though you think, oh, well, how can it be that much different? It is. It has its own mood. It has its own feeling. It has its own portrayal of Christmas and what you feel from that each setting. So it's almost like having mini vacations in one big vacation to get to go around and see everything. But I just want to thank everybody that has come and supported our channel. We really, really appreciate it. We've started doing live streams, and we do put out vlogs from our trips. So, but anyway, I'll throw it back to you. I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. Our lives is that much better just because of our Ohana.
Well, just thank you so much for joining us, and it's been a real big pleasure getting to know you and your family, especially when we met up in August for the first time through Jen and Ism Emporium. So please, a big shout out to Jen, who's an amazing YouTuber in her own right. But guys, if you've not checked out Jill's channel, please go check out Belle Southern on YouTube. So if a moderator would love to put her channel in the chat, please go subscribe, and it's a really lovely Disney channel. So yeah, please go check it out and subscribe and hit the like button, and I'm looking forward to seeing more videos from Jill. So Marisol, we've had a really fun couple of days. Again, I just want to say firstly a big thank you for the other day, guys. If you have not checked out the video I did 2 days ago, opening a wonderful, generous package from Our Disney Adventures. It was just such a wonderful, wonderful and generous thing that you and your family did for me, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you again so much, and thank you for joining us again on Disney Fiasco. And so if you want to do some plugs and maybe run through your list very quickly, and yeah, so go for it.
Dan, we're very glad that you enjoyed your gift and that it got to you before Christmas. I'm so happy that it made it safe and sound, because I know it was traveling, like you say, thousands of miles. I'm so excited about that. And, you know, we have to say that, like Joe, I completely agree. It was more magical than anything I could have asked for, than anything I'm going to find under the tree, than anything I can go buy for myself. As you guys know, if you watched Jill's video from the other day, when we were in the tag, it's so funny, but don't feel like I love Christmas. It's going to be great spending time with the family, but I feel like it's maybe a second Christmas because I feel like we had Christmas. So I'm very excited with my top three, which is the number 3 would be, and I feel okay. So I have to put family at top for number 1. So I guess the Mickey's Very Merry Party is my number 3. I loved it so much, and it's amazing. It would be number 2, except I can't go there every day without a ticket. So I'm gonna have to put Hollywood Studios at number 2 because I can do that every day. I can go to watch the lights on Sunset and also do Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam every day without a ticket. So I kind of appreciate that, being a family of 7. And then of course our number 1 is the Ohana. Was, again, like I said, more magical and more special. And I'm so excited that you guys got to meet. I can't wait till we're all together again next August. So, you know, I kind of wish that we could be there August and December, or that they would, you know, we'll just go stand in the ye old Christmas shop, okay, together, and we'll do Christmas caroling. But it's just such a magical time that I almost wish that there was a Christmas park. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like just one park that just did everything Christmas all year round. I bet it would be a huge hit, because I bet the Nightmare the Nightmare Before Christmas would have its own huge section, you know, and Jack and Sally could be there year round, you know. So that's just something that I love it that much. I think that would be so cool.
Not Nightmare on Elm Street.
Not
Nightmare. Well, Disney just bought a lot of land in Celebration, Florida, which is right around the corner from Disney World. So maybe it could be a Christmas park. Who knows? But that's a fantastic list, Marisol, and thank you so much for stopping by. And a big shout out to our Disney Adventures, a wonderful family, amazing supporters of the channel, as well as this big Disney community, and just and it's just awesome to have you guys with us and support us. So guys, if you haven't checked it out, actually we've got double Corey's in the chat. We've got Corey Meets World, and Corey Fiasco has just joined us. Corey unfortunately could not join for maybe it's the Disney Wi-Fi, we don't know. But that's okay, Corey. Thank you for so much for stopping by as well. We look forward to hopefully seeing you live next week, and I hope you really enjoy Disney's Hollywood Studios. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us, Jill, Marisol, and Meg. Just really appreciate it. And this Disney special and phenomenal list. My list went like this. My number 1 was the Disney add-ons to Magic Kingdom, so Jingle Cruise and the Parade and the Ye Old Christmas Shop. My number 2 was Disney Christmas movies. Christmas movies like One Magic Christmas, Lilo and Stitch, Frozen, Muppets Christmas Carol, Night Before Christmas, and the Santa Claus. Thank you, Donna, for posting Corey's channel in the description box. Please go check out my partner channel, Corey Fiasco, as well, because he's absolutely awesome. He loves pins and everything Disney, and he's at Hollywood Studios right now. And my third pick was, surprise, Disney food, Disney Christmas food. So the cookies and the hot cocoa and everything just hot, like warming during the Christmas time. So guys, we are coming to the end. So please go subscribe to my partner channels, Corey Fiasco and Mickey's Magic. Please go check out people's channels in the chat as well, such as Corey Meets World, Steve's World, Corey's World and Steve's World. I think Pusa Studios has a phenomenal channel as well as Donna and Noah and Just Out and About. Okay, Outward, lots of, and R Johns has got amazing content on his channel, so please go check out R Johns, the legend, as well. Guys, you are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for watching. A couple of quick plugs before we get out of here. There are so many people live right now. I think Resort TV 1 are live still. Jenna is at Universal Studios looking at the Christmas stuff over there. Zoe from Wishing Mouse, she's at Epcot, I believe, right now as well. And then also straight after this stream at around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, our Disney Adventures will be going live as well for their first Brohana video, which I'm looking forward to because I will be on that as well. So that's going to be really, really exciting. Hey, Walter Grazzi, Dougie, what is going on? It's so good to see you. A couple other quick plugs. I have a new video coming out tomorrow. Going to be my last pin video, as well as some other videos coming out very soon. I also have a PayPal, so if you guys would like to donate anything to the PayPal, that would be really appreciated, but you don't have to at all. That is completely okay. And also, I have not one, not two, but 3 different designs for t-shirts, mugs, and lots and lots of different stuff over on redbubble.com. The link is in the description down below. So please go check out all my new merch that I have released this week. I know I have merchandise now. It's crazy. So yeah, I spent a lot of time designing, and I hope you guys really enjoy that. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram as well at Disney Dan, and please check out all the channels that are here as well. And make sure before we leave, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next week for our New Year's special, our year in review of 2018, the Disney Fiasco, with more special guests coming in next week. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful Merry Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you at the end near the new year. And like I always say, guys, you guys are not my subscribers. You are my friends, whether we met yet or not. And live your life with a smile each and every day. And I'll see you guys real soon. Good night, everybody, and see ya.